Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I saved a little bit over $1,500 without even thinking about it. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. If you've been here, thank you for coming back, and don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you like this video. Let's get right into it. Before we get started, I want to let you all know that I am not rich. I did not start at a really young age. I see so many videos like this one where people are like,
oh yeah, I started saving money when I was like 15 years old.
And that is awesome, but that's not going to help somebody who's my age or who's older than 15 or hasn't been saving money since they were a toddler. So I am 21, I will be 22 in March, and I am a college student, and I also work part-time. So I'm not working any crazy jobs. I don't have like 5 jobs. I don't have a trust fund. I'm just me, and I'm kind of struggling like everybody else. I also know that the reason why saving money is so hard is because once you have that money in your bank account or in your hand, you just don't want to let it go. Like, even if it means putting it in a savings account and not touching it, you just kind of want to like keep it in your main account or like keep it in your wallet. That's why I really like these methods of saving money, because you don't even have to think about it. Like, it's just being saved while you're going about your daily life and you barely even notice it. So if you want to do all the things that I do in this video, you're going to need 3 things. You're gonna need a bank account, a piggy bank, and something that you can get an app on, like a smartphone. And before you guys freak out at the thought of the word app and bank account in the same sentence, just remember that it is 2018. My bank is online. So many banks are online. The apps that I mentioned in this video are completely 100% legit. I've been using them for a really long time now, and I have had 0 problems. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get into number 1. This is probably the most duh way that you can save money, but trust me, it goes a long way. So I used to work at Chipotle, and we have this change jar on the front counter, and we would have to divide up these change tips every shift. I literally got so much change every day that I didn't know what to do with it except for put it in a piggy bank. It wasn't until I got a counting piggy bank like this one that I actually realized how much I was saving in change. And the best part is, it wasn't even technically my money. Like, it was tips that I was getting from other people. So within like 2 months of getting this piggy bank, I had like $100 in this change jar. I don't work there anymore, so a year later there's only like $150 in there, but still. If you work somewhere where you're coming across change a lot and you just happen to find a lot of change, maybe you're a server or you just find it in your car all the time, getting one of these piggy banks is probably a really good idea. You can find them at Five Below, you can get them at Walmart, I bet you can get them at Target. They're super common and they're not very expensive at all. Here's a bonus tip. Well, not really, because I guess it's kind of like goes along with the piggy bank thing. But if you're a server or you're somebody who comes in contact with a lot of cash, I'm not judging. Save your small bills, like your 1s and 5s, and put them in a safe. Just like the change, it adds up a lot, and since they're small bills, you don't really notice that you're missing them. Another thing that you can do if you're a server like me, you can round up to the nearest 10 or hundreds at the end of the week and put away the rest of the change. So for instance, if I made $425 that week, I would just round it down to 400. That's what I would put in my bank account, and then the other $25 I would just put in a safe. At the end of each week, I put my $1 bills in an envelope, I write down the total on the front, and then I stick it in this really old safe that we have in our closet. It's super pain in the butt to open, so it kind of keeps me from like going in there and stealing my own cash. And then of course, if you do this with $5 bills, it'll add up way faster. Number 2 is something that's out there in a lot of different forms. There's a ton of different apps that do the same exact thing. You can totally use whatever app you want to, but this app, Acorns, is the one that I came across first. So it's the one that I have the most experience with, and it's the one that I trust the most. I don't really recommend downloading a ton of apps like Acorns, because you don't want to give a ton of different companies access to your bank account. You really want to make sure that you're keeping track of the companies that have access to it. So for me, it's only Acorns. It's the only app of its kind that I actually let have access to my bank account. So to get an Acorns account is really easy. You just download it onto your tablet or your phone, whatever you can do to get the app, and you deposit $5 into Acorns from your bank account. This is just so that they can verify your bank account and make sure it's actually your account and you're not using somebody else's account, or to make sure that they get the right account on their end too. Once you've connected your debit card, a credit card, or whatever to Acorns, what they do is whenever you make a purchase, let's say you go buy a tank of gas worth $19.50. They'll round that up to $20 and they'll deposit the 50 cents into an Acorns account. What Acorns does is they allow you to pick a portfolio. You can pick portfolios from conservative to the other end of the spectrum. I can't exactly remember what it's called right now, but I'll have a picture up here for you guys. And that determines where your spare change is going to be invested in. Another cool thing you can do with Acorns is you can set up recurring investments from yourself. So I think I have a recurring investment every week for $5. So that means that usually every month I'm investing $20 into my Acorns account. I just recently pulled $300 from my Acorns account so that I could have enough money to buy Final Cut Pro. But before I did that, my Acorns account value, my portfolio value, was up to over $1,000. And I started my Acorns account in September of 2016. But I only just recently set up the recurring payments. If I had done that back in 2016, I might even have double the amount. Just so you know, if you do plan on using Acorns, it does take 3 to 6 business days to see the funds in your bank account if you decide to withdraw them from your Acorns account. This is because they have to actually sell the shares from your account in order to give you the money. Acorns also has some really cool resources to learn more about how you can invest more and save more and end up having a greater return. It does take time to accumulate money in Acorns, but these methods are really supposed to be used over time. This isn't like a get rich quick video. Another really cool thing you can do is you can share your Acorns link, and if your friend joins Acorns, you get $5. You could even do that instead of setting up a recurring investment. Just share your Acorns link with a bunch of your friends and family, and not only do they get $5 in their account, but you do too. Acorns also runs specials sometimes, so sometimes you actually get double the money for referring your friends. I have my Acorns link listed down below if you feel like clicking it, or if you want to, you can just go about your own time and create your own Acorns account. And that brings me to number 3, which is Robinhood. Before you download Robinhood, I really recommend learning about the basics of investing because this is more of an adult, if you will, app. So what Acorns is a platform. It's an app where you can buy and sell shares of companies. A lot of other brokerage sites have a minimum where you have to actually spend, like, let's just say a minimum of $1,000 to start investing with their site. But Robinhood doesn't do that. You don't have to invest any minimum except for the $5 that it takes to verify your account. Then you can pull that $5 right back into your bank account once they're done verifying it. The coolest thing about Robinhood is, first of all, my account value is over $300 right now, but let me tell you, I have only put $50 into Robinhood when I purchased only one stock last year. All the other money that I got was literally just from sharing my link and referring people to Robinhood. When somebody clicks on my link, or if you set this up, if somebody clicks on your link, you get a notification in Robinhood and you get to pick 3 little cards, and the share that's under the card, when you scratch it off, it's like a little scratcher ticket. That's the share that you get. You have chances of winning a share of Ford, a share of Apple, a share of other big companies that are worth a lot of money. So of course I won a lot of shares of like little smaller companies, but I actually won a share of Apple, which at the time was valued at $176. So my portfolio value went way up and I can withdraw that money at any time. Now the money does fluctuate depending on how the stock market's doing, but still that's money that I basically got for free. Also, something really exciting is Robinhood is adding Bitcoins and Bitcurrency to their platform. So you'll be able to purchase and sell Bitcoins and just keep an eye on them in general. So if you don't know a whole lot about investing, you can still download Robinhood and you can share your link and just kind of accumulate funds that way. If your family or friends click on your link and sign up under you, then you get a chance at a free stock, and you can just keep doing that until you accumulate up to $500 worth of shares. That's the cap for Robinhood. So once you reach that $500 of basically free money, you can withdraw it and then you can invest it in what you really want to invest in. By then you'll probably know a little bit more about Robinhood and how to invest. And that's basically it so far, you guys. It all adds up. If you have any questions whatsoever about these apps or these methods that I listed, go ahead and comment down below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. And I hope I was able to help you guys get some more ideas about saving your own money. Don't forget that these ideas are really ways to save money over a long period of time, which is why you really don't have to think about it. This stuff kind of happens on its own. Your portfolio can grow in value depending on the stock market. I check it like every month, especially Acorns, and I'm just like, holy cow, look how much money I have saved up. And it's really cool because you can lean on that money if an emergency happens or something happens where you just need some extra money. You have something to fall back on. I also have like a regular savings account on my bank, so I know that if something really bad happens and I have to use my savings money from my bank account, that if I really need to, I can definitely fall back on the money that I have in my investment accounts. But really, the goal of those investment accounts are just to keep them open, to keep them accumulating money, and really to just not touch them unless you really have to. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope you guys liked this video and I will see you next time. Bye!